Hi, I'm Pam Hayes at Hayes Sewing Machine Company, and today I'm going to talk to you about the magnetic hoops that are available through Baby Lock for the Baby Lock machines. And there are two that I'm going to talk about today, and one is going to be a 5x7 size, and then the other one is going to be the larger one for the Solaris, so to be like about 14 inches. Alright, so let me show you some of the different designs. All of these were done with the magnetic hoop. I did a towel. I was able to do, again, a piece of cotton with the stabilizer. I also did a quilting sandwich, so I had my batting in there and it worked great. Did a nice job. And then I also did work with a lightweight denim. So it wasn't a huge, heavy, thick denim, but like a 6-ounce denim. Mm-hmm. And it worked wonderfully well. When you read the instructions, if you read the instructions, they're going to give you kind of nice step-by-step, and whatever language you feel more comfortable. I tend to focus on the English. When you're working with it, they do make a big deal about the fabric can't be more than 2 millimeters. And I was kind of a little concerned about that, but again, everything that I was working on, no problem whatsoever. I didn't have any problem with the clamping of the magnets, which is basically what they're telling you. You can't have something too thick because the magnets may not clamp.
So no horse blankets.
I wouldn't do a horse blanket. No, you got it. That would be more than 2 millimeters. And there are also something to be aware of is if you have a pacemaker, mm-hmm. you can't use these hoops.
Okay.
Okay? So, and you would know if you do. All right. Now, the 5x7 hoop is this guy. And the first thing you'll notice is there is no inner hoop. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's just the frame, and then you have the magnets. Now, what they're also going to tell you to do is they will come with these pieces in there, and they want you to store it with those underneath the magnets. So when you're storing it, you want to make sure you have at least the strips in there. This is also the same with their large guy. So I just took this out of the box, and you'll see how it has the bubble pack. This one, though, also has a strange little tool. Honestly, the difference between the strength on these to the strength on these big daddies, you need this to get it off. So don't be thinking, why do they give me this piece? Mm-hmm. You need this to help get it off. Because I was like, oh, well, I'll just pull it off. And it's kind of hard. So, tongue.
And quite often, people who are going to be using a magnetic hoop are using it because they have trouble with their hands.
Yeah.
So.
And if you take a look how much metal there is. Mm-hmm. If you can see how you can see it? There's like metal, mm-hmm. right? It really snaps on there. Mm-hmm. Okay? So that's why they give you the little tool.
Okay.
Okay? I did not find I needed anything like that when I was just using these guys, because if you take a look, teeny tiny magnets, so you're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there is a specific way they like you to hoop, but I wanted to tell you that the 5x7, it'll fit a Baby Lock Vesta, Flare, Solaris, Altair, Meridian, Pathfinder, Ariel, Destiny, Unity, Journey, Spirit, Aventura 2, and the Flourish 2. And I had to write those down because I can't remember all of those. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it'll work just fine with any of those. And when you read the instructions, let me get my machine set here. All right, you're going to undo, and again, don't throw out these guys. And if you do throw them out inadvertently, I'm sure we all have a cereal box somewhere.
Okay.
Put
It's
something.
about that thickness.
Yeah, it's about that thickness. Alrighty. I'm just calling up my design that I was going to do. Alright, we are going to have our stabilizer, and we're going to take a little bit of, I used a little bit of spray adhesive. So I'm just going to spray it a little bit. We line this up.
And kind of a good point in general with spray is you took and moved the stabilizer away from your machine.
Yeah, you don't want to do it.
Right next door to your machine,
No.
because then your screen gets all sticky and that causes problems.
Yep. And also, when I was reading about the bigger hoop, they don't recommend, I don't know why you would, but they say don't put the big long magnets on the machine. It could actually affect the electronics inside.
Oh, interesting.
Okay? So just be
Yeah,
aware
I'm
of
not
that.
sure why you would either, but
I'm not
there you
sure
go.
why you would do.
But hey, always good to have a warning, right?
Always good to have a warning. All right. This is where it's going to attach to the actual machine itself. So I take and I place it at my left hand, and I have my piece over top. They want you to attach the left side first. You'll notice there's a triangle right there. Triangle wants to go to the center of the hoop.
Okay.
So when you line this up, so you're going to clamp that down.
And cleverly, the warning signs are also in triangles, and they're also pointing to the center of the hoop.
Yep.
Somebody was thinking about it.
They were. All right. And then we're basically just going to smooth it over. And you're going to clamp this one.
Nice.
It's nice. Then you're going to choose north and south, okay? Top and bottom. And there we go.
Wow, that's the fastest hooping ever.
I know, right? So it'll do a really nice job. All right, so now at this point, I'm going to slide it in. They also mentioned, make sure you didn't pick up anything inadvertently, like pins,
Oh, okay.
needles, because you can feel that could happen. Okay, so you're going to slide this in just like always and lower that down. So remember, 5 by 7 is the biggest I can go for this hoop. So what I put on my screen is I put my 5 by 7 outline. So I knew.
Yeah. Do you want to show them where you get that?
Sure. And that is in the settings area. And you'll see where it says embroidery frame frame display. Sorry. You'll notice it says 5 by 7. But if I tapped on it, you could do this with any of your hoops.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. My 5 by 7. It's there. So then when I close it, you can see the outline of my 5 by 7.
Okay.
And then at this point, I'm ready to rumble. I'm going to hit embroidery. I'm going to lower my presser foot. And I'm going to hit start. And we'll be right back. All right, we are all complete. So we're just going to go and take this off. Take my hoops off. The magnets off my hoop, I should say. Alrighty. And look at that.
Nice.
Nice job. Back in front for me. And nary a pucker.
Yep, that's beautiful.
All right. Now, if you were doing this on a towel, people, because there's not a lot of marks, but there are. If you take a look, there is a mark to where the center is going to be. And when you're working with it, I would slide this in. What I've done is I've marked where I want my center of my design to be. So I kind of make sure that's lined up there, and then I'll move it over so it's lined up with that mark. And remember, we start with our attachment is here. So we're going to snap that piece on. Remember, you're going to have the arrows towards the center. We're going to make sure it's laying nice and flat. That's the problem with magnets. I know, it's there somewhere. Alrighty, line that up, and you're good to go. So remember, when you're doing storage, put these pieces back on again. You need to have something in between you and the magnets on the hoop. So they're just going to snap it in. And there you go.